Would anybody like to take us through a little recap?
There's lizard zombies grinding in the building that we're next to.
We presume.
We came back to town. We talked to
Midget.
Kilfer, the Sun Cleric in the town. And yeah, he asked us basically to get the old, the mayor whose house we'd been through already on the outside of the town. He asked us to get some amulet that's around his neck, and he thinks he's down towards the barn. And we helped Bostock, the young dwarf apprentice metalsmith, get stuff from his master's house. Master's, apprentice and master, yeah, whatever.
Yes. And Felcher.
Kilfer.
Believes the amulet may be the key to resolving the undead situation.
Or at least to do something with them, yeah. And yeah, there was a couple of zombies behind us, and there was a barn full of undead lizard folk or whatever, cattle in front of us.
And there was a mimic, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah,
the little mimic.
I remember some things from last week. Generally pretty hazy though.
We're worried that I might have undersold this building that you all are approaching. As you've crossed the bridge, it is the only building on the southern side of the river at Ansel, but it is large. It is larger than a barn. Larger than the temple that you spent the previous night in. Larger than the Beck's house in town. It is built of a smooth material, but built into sharp angles. You saw it from some distance and might have likened it to a large grain silo almost. It is round with a conical roof that hangs over. And drawing closer, you can make out shapes cut into the side, trampled down patches of the grass as though things were occasionally built on the outside of it, but drawing closer. It's hard to make out. They don't look like doors, these points. They don't look like mounting points, as such, at least. The architectural style looks familiar to you, nonetheless, and then now, as you near the main door, there's no doubt about it. Set into the centre of the main door of the livestock market is the cogwheel shape that you all have learned to associate with the Artificers Guild, the Hall of Artifice in High Lurie.
Uh-oh.
You are on the outside, you are stood on the road at the edge of it, and there are arrows stuck in the door that are flighted with the orange feathers.
From the outside?
On the outside. There is no evidence of... There are no bodies there. But the mud is churned up.
Can you remind us, Jed, what colour the arrows were back in...
Red and yellow.
Yeah, I didn't think they were orange. Back in Port Marne.
Did Gex just say a reddy yellow?
Red and yellow flighting or something, was it?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, I'm just going on memory.
The feathers are the same as they were in Porthmarn.
Oh yeah, it says orange feathers, lizard folk in my notes, so yeah, orange.
Cool.
Do we go in?
You said they were shuffling, weren't they? Is that what you said last week? Shuffling noises inside.
There is noise coming through, but it's hard to make out. The building appears to be quite solidly constructed, and so Yeah, it's hard to.
Maybe we just holler at him. See if
Can we take a
anyone's-
look around the outside to see if there's basement entrances or entrances
How
into a cellar
high?
for food or anything?
Any windows? How high? Any questions?
The building itself is, it has a wall around the outside which is ringed, and isn't really. It's a tall story, but is really only about a story. It certainly isn't two. And then there is a kind of capped, conical roof that circles around the outside of that.
So
Um,
it's a walled structure.
It is a walled structure,
And
contained.
Okay. Well, here,
This, yeah,
I-
this, yeah.
Titus, will I give you a boost up here?
Onto the roof.
Over the wall.
Oh, so it has a roof.
The wall has a roof.
Yeah. So
The
it's
wall? What? I don't get it.
it's
It is a
a
building.
round wall. This is a building with a round circular wall, single round wall. So it's a circular building, and then there is a roof with a slight overhang. I'm trying to think
Oh,
of
okay,
what
sorry.
I can compare it to.
It's the Globe Theatre.
Maybe,
I thought
yeah.
it had a wall around
No.
the land
No,
that the building
sorry,
was on.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, cool.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, set into the wall, as I've said, are segments or sections that the purpose of which is not immediately apparent.
Could I get an Arcana check on that? I just happen to know a 4th level spell called Shape Stone.
You can absolutely make an Arcana check. What do
These
you?
are these
Is that? Yeah.
designated areas for shaping stone? Are
Okay,
these
the
secret
question.
entrances?
That's the question you're trying to ask me.
And I rolled a 10.
A 10. The markings do not match up with any notation for shaped stone you've ever seen.
Okay. Right, well, I think maybe burning it is a little forward. There might be stuff in here that we might
Why don't we
benefit
just
from.
ask them if they're, normal? Just yell.
What, knock on the door?
Yeah.
Oh, I got. Why don't we see if we can take a look? Can I do a sneaky peeky at the door? Like a scroll wheel peek?
You'd like to kind of crack the door open.
Yeah, have that up stuff. Bro.
To open inwards or outwards.
Boom. 15, unless we still got password trace. I can't remember.
No, password trace was yesterday.
Yeah.
It was dropped as well, I think.
Yeah, you did all. Well,
Yeah, we
it'll
slept
only have
afterwards.
lasted. Yeah, you've slept since password trace was cast. That's for sure. You did all. I'll remind you all. Pick a skill with which you could add a D4. Sam, I don't think yours was stealth.
No, it was stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it explicitly was stuff. I do remember that because I thought,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not going to get to use that.
Yeah.
17.
17 total there. Yeah. Does everybody else remember what they chose?
Acrobatics are going to run.
Deception.
Yep.
I
Vic,
think Vic
remember
was
that.
Insight, I
insight.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Titus, you approached the door. Is everybody else just standing back on the road?
Does the door open outwards?
The hinges are on the outside as though it would open outwards.
I want to stand next to the door so I can slam it shut if somebody tries to bolt.
You're going to make your way closer and closer. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. But Titus, you approach the crack where the door should be. Sam, I'm going to prompt you to roll an investigation check as well.
Excellent.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. Cool.
10.
10 total?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Sam, you reach up. The most obvious part to grab hold of on this door is the cogwheel sigil itself. That is the part that spreads over between the two sections of the door. You reach up and grab to it. Find with your little fingers a little place to hold and pull. But the door does not move.
One of them fucking fancy doors, isn't it?
Yeah. It's locked.
No. I don't think so.
Well, can you see a
Can-
bolt through the crack?
I don't know.
I suppose if you fail.
It's really tight. So the crack between the two doors is very tight. You're not going to easily be able to see between the two.
Well-built doors.
I know. Can I spend a minute using my proficiency and tinker's tools to work out what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, but I'll prompt another roll if that's all right.
Of
Do you not just
add your-
investigate the wall bit first?
Add your int to your tinker's tools, Sam. If you're just trying to work out what's going on.
oh, that'll do. 20 plus proficiency 24.
24, yeah, okay, sure. Yeah. The cogwheel section in the center of the door is the lock itself. It has been twisted shut. If you twist it halfway to the right, it'll open.
I got it.
All right.
Well, that guy's a genius.
He's certainly good at tinkering with shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a particularly complicated lock, but it definitely is a lock.
Cool. I
As
will
you-
do that
yeah.
quietly.
As you twist it, however, it does feel tense. It feels tenser than, tighter or under more tension than the mechanical elegance the fit and finish should suggest. And the moment the cogwheel stops turning, the door begins to move. Jethro, you have braced yourself, so I'll invite you to make an athletics check, or... Yeah, I'll invite Jethro to make an athletics check because he's talked about slamming the door if it needs to be, because the door is going to start opening by itself.
Oof, 8.
8, okay. And both of you can make strength saves then?
Uh,
30.
plus 4. For 14.
But 13 and 14, you're both able to, you are not smashed or crushed by the door. You can move quickly enough and hold the weight of it enough that the door is not going to fall open by itself, but there is a lot of weight on the other side.
You alright in there?
Get this fucking out with this. It's heavy.
Anybody alive in there? Right, let's close this door.
There is no reply. There is no feeling of movement.
Well,
Aren't we meant to be going in?
that's it. The what the cleric boy wants is in there, isn't it? The thing.
Maybe. Right.
So we're probably gonna have to let those fuckers out.
Okay, on the count of 3, we both run away.
We not slow this thing down and let it drop or whatever it's going to do quietly. Good.
There's a lot of weight. What are you proposing? Kind of just easing it out?
Yeah, can you tell me, is it going to fall over or is this...
The door
Like,
isn't going to fall over, but there's
sorry,
a
that's
lot
the
of weight
impression I'm
pressing.
getting.
Yeah, so the door isn't falling over. The hinges are strong, but there is enough weight on the other side that is pushing it open now that the door is unlocked.
Yeah, well, just like you do with an automatic door or a lift or something, just hold the weight and let it go slowly till it's open.
Yeah.
Sure.
Between the two of us.
On board with that case? Yeah, I won't take another check. You guys have rolled well enough on there to have that, and you just brace it, step backwards,
Let it go slowly, yeah.
slowly. And
I'm going to tell the bears to move up in front of the door just a bit, not so it's blocked, but so they can flank anything
If only
that
we had
comes out.
someone who could point a ranged weapon in the doorway.
I could just do a line of fire straight through the gap of the door forward.
Yeah. No, I'm joking. Just talking shit.
Well, we can't hear anything that's in there, so we're grand.
Is
Alright.
it dark, Jim? Or light?
Outside is light.
Inside.
Inside, Obadiah and Tor, you see spilling through the door the pink white of flesh, and an arm, and then a person, and then more people. More people in various states of deathly decay, more people with bites and chunks missing from them, who have
And are
piled
they
up
moving?
against the door. And the mass of corpses slumps as Jethro and Titus back away gradually from the door. And to answer your question, there is a little movement. And of the mass of 10, 15 maybe you can see immediately inside this doorway, once the pressure is gone and the slumber is roused, 2 stand. Both humans from the look of it. Both dressed in simple farmer's clothes.
All right. I'm gonna pull my kind of traveling cloak kind of collar up over my nose and across my mouth, and kind of cover my nose and mouth, and kind of climb up onto the pile and make my way inside
There is
while
quite a
casting light.
Okay. There are 2 zombies just inside, recall. So there are
yeah,
two
okay.
two that have just stood up. Sorry, I need to make that clearer again. 2 of
They
this
are
pile
dead.
of they are dead, but they are standing.
And the rest of the pile, they actually dead, alive, dead.
They're certainly unmoving.
Are they at the next to the door, like they within reach of, say, a spear?
Immediately inside, yes, absolutely.
Mm,
Okay.
guess I'll just-
And well, it's hard to say. Okay, well, I'm just gonna cast well, after I cast light, then so the next turn, so that the guys want to do it in this turn.
I guess kill them. Kill those 2.
That's the plan.
I'll yeah, I'll stab them with my spear. I guess I picked up off.
You've got
the ground.
your spear on a rope. Oh yeah, you did take a spear from off the bridge,
Yeah,
didn't you?
just a regular spear, 2-handed.
Yeah.
12.
12 total hits, as you know.
And 7.
7. Okay.
And same.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I'm happy to skip over what's
Okay,
going
good.
on. With that, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the con save regardless.
It's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, it was. Yeah. And you get the jab into one, and it goes down, and then it stands again. And while you're jabbing another one down to the ground, this first one that you think you've killed is going to stand. Inside, past this vacant, empty sentry, this farming man with his eyes glazed and his skin hanging loose, a howling, wailing noise rings out. Something animal is moving around in there.
Animal.
Something, perhaps. Something not a person, not a zombie. You haven't heard the zombies make that noise yet.
Are we going on initiative, or was it just?
I'll tell you what. You can work through it, and it's going to take a moment. But Jethro, I think, can pretty reliably kill these zombies, and so yeah, I won't ring that out.
Especially if Titius helps. Quietly.
I'll be stabbing some things.
I'm going to tell the bears to pour through the pile of corpses to see if they can find that amulet on that bloke, if he's in the pile.
Well, I mean, there is something in there. Might be worth looking past the corpses first. I don't know. We'll see.
The area inside is definitely dark. Gav, your light picks up wall not too far from you. Certainly, really only another 15 foot over. There's a small chamber. There is a desk inside, past this pile of shuffling corpses. There is a bit of daylight peering through the roof, and the air is heavy with dust.
All right, well, I'll walk into the center of the area and just send my light up high to get a good look around.
Absolutely.
And if I do hear something in here, I'll try discern
Yeah.
where it's coming from.
Cool. You don't hear anything moving in the room. It is deeper into the building. But there are noises of movement, noises of struggle or wails of pain and anger. Deeper into the guts of the livestock market.
And is there doors in this room?
There are 2 open exits, left and right, ahead of you. There are no
Alright.
signs in here beyond a welcome above the reception desk. That's clearly what it is. There is a reception desk with a gate on each side that a person might need to simply push open.
All right, well, I'll look back and kind of usher the guys in with a hand gesture.
Yeah.
And just once we're kind of ready to go, we'll pick one of the exits and head down here.
Yeah. The gates are both open from inwards and pushed out. There are spilled bags of coins, coppers and silver, behind the desk, one by each gate. And a book, a list, which, glancing at, if anybody is, will have names, lists of animals brought in. But the handwriting's difficult to read, especially in this light.
All right, well, when I'm waiting for the guys to come in, I'll just get the bags of coins and just throw them into our sack.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. You can get to that later. In fact, actually, Gav, if you're writing it down, yeah, for the sake of keeping track of what you're getting, let's go with 17 gold pieces worth of coins.
Wait.
Cool.
Right then.
Well, yeah, I'm just going to pick the right-hand side as soon as the guys are in
Yeah.
behind me, and then we'll start making our way.
I'll be
Yeah.
prodding the bodies in the skull with my spear.
Yeah,
Having learned.
most of what's in here seems to be dead.
I'll be looking distant as far as I can see as we were moving down the hallways.
So the right-hand exit takes you deeper into the building.
I'm going to tell the
This-
bears to take point and keep their nose,
Mm.
ready for anything.
This now is a hallway. This now is curved, long corridor. It is dark inside, as I've said. The roof is sloped. The air has that similar musty, horrid smell that you have been picking up since Caniston. The dust in the air is coating every surface as though a fire is swept through and laying down just a gentle layer of char dust or cinders. And you'll notice on the right hand side, glinting in your light as you've cast it up, Gav, panes of glass on the outside, because you went right, the outside of the hoop, interspaced every so often. Panes of glass set into the wall, set into circles, roughly matching the size of the marks on the exterior wall.
I take a closer look at them, see if I can discern any
Yeah.
arcane language or anything in there.
What are you looking at there particularly?
Just looking for traces of other types of magic, specifically in the symbolism in the panes of glass.
The pane of glass is clear, and then when you look through, you'll notice a chamber beyond it. Space stretching,
Am I about to outside? So
Yeah. Okay. The panes of glass are clear. They are windows into cylindrical chambers.
that do just on the outside of this bit.
Well, yeah. So they don't protrude from it. They are as long as the gap between where you are now and the exterior wall.
Ah, okay.
There is a little peeping daylight coming through the far walls. Not maybe slats in the wood, but a little peeping daylight. Little pools of water, a little drinking water in a bowl which is seemingly fed by a pipe on the wall. A little straw
Are
on the
these
floor.
like animal enclosures, what I think?
That would be reasonable, yeah. But they are animal enclosures.
All right, well, I'm going to ignore them and push on unless there's something in there. But I'll stop to take a look in each one.
You do push on. You have your light a little way in front of you. The bears are going first, if I recall.
Yeah. So if you want to look into a room, obviously they just walk down a little
And if you're
corridor a
looking,
bit further.
as the light reaches one pane in particular, your ears prick up, the bears' ears prick up their noses. Something has their curiosity in one chamber, and after a moment, when the light truly is peering in through the glass, you can hear a tapping. A tapping coming through the door. It is rhythmic, frantic, panicked almost, maybe. Definitely eager to get your attention.
All right, well, I'll move up to the door and try the handle.
You'll try the handle? Sure. And there is a handle. The handle pops.
Hello?
The door
Push
swings.
the door open.
And tumbling through the open doorway, breathing deeply, deep sighs of gasps of relief, comes an orc.
Oi.
He is naked but for a loincloth. There's, a wrap of Hessian around his nethers. He is emaciated, thin, gaunt, with a panicked look on his eye. A cord has been pulled, perhaps matching, around his neck. Although from where he kneels, you cannot see what may be on it.
All right, on your feet, man.
But the words coming from his mouth are, "Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We didn't know anybody was coming."
Is he an orc or a half orc? And is orc acceptable mix in this society?
You haven't met many orcs, but you've met a couple.
Okay.
Irahash, you'll recall, as an army captain, for example.
Yes.
Jethro, whom you've been travelling with, is certainly a respectable orc.
Well, I didn't realise.
I thought he was half orc.
I'm half orc.
Yeah. Half orc. But certainly
Oh,
respectable.
you must be the mayor then, yeah? I'll help him up to his feet and maybe take my wineskin and offer him something to drink.
Looking past, you can see this orc's face is gaunt, his lips are chapped. The string around his neck holds a single bloody toe.
Oof.
Could be the amulet. Who knows?
Looking past him into the animal chamber, you see 3 other orcs and something else slumped in the shadow.
How came you to be here, brother?
Please, have you got any food? It's been days. It's been longer than since it was quiet. They weren't feeding us.
Sure.
Oh, probably
I'll
wouldn't have
give
eaten
them
what they
food.
gave you.
I'll give him my rations. I guess I've got rations.
The
Who
other
wasn't
orcs
feeding
behind him, are they children?
They are both adults. They are both skinny. They each have something tied around their neck similarly. But they're otherwise naked. Emaciated. Hungry looking.
Well, this is a funny fucking time of the cattle market, isn't it? Thought to see some cows, not fucking orcs.
If we speak, don't mean they treat us well.
More like a fucking slave market.
Yeah, he said it.
Is there more people here?
As you look past, something is in the darkness.
Jed,
It's in the
You
shadow
not-
of one of the orcs. Yep.
Your mic is terrible, Jed.
yeah,
What's
you're
going on?
Yeah, it's-
really distorted.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay.
There are the 3 orcs in this chamber, and behind them, slumped in the darkness at the back of the. Is that better? Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Slumped in the corner in the darkness with a bit of shadow. You can make something out in the shadows. A boot, a leg, a person, maybe.
Eaten?
Who's back
That's what I
there?
was thinking.
Well, he was. Had the bright idea of getting in with us, so it'd be safe. And the one that you rescued at the door points at the toe around its neck, trying to buy us before that.
Who was he?
All right, I'm going to push past
What's it?
this orc and go in and take a look at the humanoid.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Are any of them wearing an amulet, Jed?
The orcs themselves are not. Looking at their necklaces, one of them also has a toe, one of them has a tooth.
I'll
The-
give them what rations I have and my water skin.
They've got water, so they've got a pipe with a
okay.
basin that will give them water.
Fair.
They've been able to do that. One corner of this chamber stinks somewhat more than the others.
Hmm.
I wonder what
corner.
that corner was for.
Yeah. And through to the back, Gav, you find a gentleman dressed in brown tweeds. One foot is mutilated. You can clearly see that. His face, too, is swollen and bloody. I'll invite a medicine check.
Oh, it was a terrible roll. That's in the dice cocked.
Yeah, sure.
7 plus 6, 13.
13. He's certainly dead. Might well have been pummeled.
Took his neck.
Any
I
parts
will-
of him missing other than what they've cut off to put around their necks?
I will check his neck and then I'll try just kind of get a look at the man so I have a sense of
Yeah.
what he might have looked like in life.
He does not appear to have been eaten. His neck has a tie around it, but no amulet.
Do you know this man's name?
Would have been master at some point.
Did he say Marshall or
Master.
Master.
All right. Well, no loss there then.
You're free now. We'll keep you safe if we can.
Hold on, though. The dead are still wandering the streets. Best to stick with us until
Yeah.
we get back to the temple, maybe.
They're dead.
Yeah.
It was. Last I had, it was. We were sealed in here, could barely breathe. He came in all panicked. There was choking outside, people coughing and screaming.
Well, that's what might have
Then
saved
what?
you, then, isn't it?
When was this?
Few days, big market day.
Midsummer?
Is it
Did you hear a big bang by any chance?
big? Yeah. And there's a kind of nodding between them. Rumble overhead.
Yeah, we
Oh,
know.
the roof was going to come off.
Yeah, we know what that was. Big comet caused all this.
Big fucking comet.
Yeah, we're here to sort it out, investigate it. So what? This town was enslaving you.
Nah, we was caught up north.
Yeah, but were you being sold here?
Well, up for sale. Been up for sale a minute.
And other folk like you?
Don't know, maybe. Been here a little bit. Meal a day some days, not so much others.
Up north, were you in the war?
It's all a war, innit, brother?
Well,
All the
yes.
war.
Yeah. Who
One
caught
more
you?
than another.
Who caught
Well, lad had feathers in his hat.
you? Feathers in his hat.
Shiny bugger. You know, all the shiny buggers with the feathers. Yeah. You know.
Lizard.
Lizards. Oh yeah, we've met them.
Nah.
Shiny, you mean metal armor.
War metal, yeah.
Oh, armor.
Soldiers.
Not
Yeah.
scaly, right.
Cowardly way to fight.
Soldiers, yeah.
Is slavery legal in this state?
No.
Okay.
You've not encountered any slaves so far.
Well, I've got
Sounds
some
like
questions to ask this city man, whatever he was.
Yeah, well, let's keep going. There's bound to be more of these
Yeah.
prisons.
What's your name?
Ostrom, toe taker.
Ostrom.
This here, Grems, toe taker. That there, Garusk, teeth thief.
What? Wait a minute. Do you say tooth thief?
Yeah, not many, tooth thief, believe it.
Great. Mork above. I'm a teeth thief.
And the lad with the orc with the tooth around his neck looks over to you quizzically.
What was his name?
Nah.
Didn't he just steal that a few moments ago?
Well, the
I went-
tooth
How
Well,
did your
around his neck,
genealogy work?
the tooth around his neck you can ascertain pretty easily has come from the man that they pummeled to death in this very cell.
What was his name?
Garusk.
Yep.
Gerusk.
Yeah.
You're a teeth thief. I want to see what he says.
Yeah, out of mountains. Been travelling north with your toes though, not many teeth left.
Yeah.
You also.
Yeah. Is he being truthful?
Give me an insight check.
I'd like to know. That's a
Boom.
26.
That's 26. He's older than the others.
Hmm.
He says that he's come from the mountains, which rings true for you.
Hmm.
But you don't know that much else about your clan's history.
Yeah.
So there's not really an easy way of fact-checking his story.
Yeah.
There's also not a good reason to... You can't think of that good a reason to lie
make
about
it
it.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the orcs would value solidarity, and so if he was trying to hide or improve his social cohesion, he would have, potentially misled the others if he was trying to hide and pretend to be a toe taker if they didn't know him, or if he was trying to mislead someone else. So he's got no reason to lie about this. Certainly not to you.
Well, my name is Jethro Jethro Chadwick.
Jethro.
I'm of the Teeth Thief clan.
Hedwig. Yeah. Alright. You're dead young for a teeth thief.
Yeah. Well, as far as I'm aware, I was the only one left.
Heh.
Don't know where any of them are.
Ain't many.
Uh,
Got fucked up good by him with the fingers.
yes. Him.
And he raises a hand and points to it. To the gap between the ring finger and the little finger on his hand.
What do you know
And you
about
know
him?
why that. Not too much now. Been a few years, isn't it?
Yeah.
Supposedly, rumour was some bigwig's son making a name for himself.
Mm.
For the king or what, don't know. King, they're king, eh? Shiny buggers, gotta see it again. They work for king, eh?
Yeah. Look.
All of you, the way these orcs are speaking is not how every orc you've met speaks.
Mm.
Other orcs that you have met, including in bars, including the army captain whom you met, they spoke with a little less disjointedness, but it could be that these guys have lived in the wild for a long enough time. Speaking common isn't natural to them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
I guess I'll speak in Orcish and say, stick with us. We've still got to clear this place, and we're looking for somebody. Stay behind me, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, and if that somebody's responsible for what happened here to you guys, he probably won't make it out.
There's a general cracking of knuckles.
Yeah.
And a general nodding between the three orcs.
I'll show him my necklace with the hellhound teeth on it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
he'll be added to this.
There's a broad smile.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on. We've dallied here long enough.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give the Teeth Thief one the spear. I'll get my quarter staff out. It's not my style anyway. All right, let's carry on.
Yeah.
Okay, so into the dark corridor you move. There are noises ahead of you. There is more creaking, more groaning, more crunching of dust around you. And sure enough, where the light reaches the edge of the hallway, first thing you make out silhouetted in the dim light are two figures walking, shuffling, shambling. Two more zombies are coming your way. Down the
Torek.
corridor.
Tell the bears to charge them.
You can tell the bears to charge them?
Yeah. Rip their fucking heads off.
Yeah.
As soon as any of them are injured, I'll start casting Toll the Dead on them.
Yeah. And so the bears come down and rush and engage the two zombies. They're not going to have their work cut out for them just with two humanoid zombies. One might be an elf. It is slimmer. Might simply have been a woman at one point.
Remember, one of the bears was wounded. I can't remember how wounded those. Only like a little bit. I can.
Not especially, if I recall.
But they're also spectral creatures, so
Yeah. They're not attracting blood or anything like that.
no.
Sharks of the land, etc.
They are the sharks of the land. Smell them out. 22 miles smell radius, mate.
Yeah.
Greater than any shark.
But as they rush down to engage and they reach the edge of the light, there is a flickering, a little extra movement past them, something faster. And let's say we will take initiative rolls just for this first bit. I'll roll something for our orc friends. Okay.
15.
And the corridor should be curved, so I'm going to draw in
14.
something in segments
Oh,
like this.
thank you. Whatever that was.
That's not too bad an initiative thing. It's not amazing, but mid-table's not that bad.
If we position you fellas down here,
It's the corridor, yeah.
that will give us 3 orcs.
Are we heading left or right?
You are headed in this direction. And so correctly the bears have come down. I'm going to shrink those bears a little bit, look.
Yeah.
Just so they fit in a square each.
Fuck it, I'll just get the concentration token off 1. I should roll for the bears as well.
Yeah. Sure.
Do they not go on the same initiative as you?
No, they get their own initiative. 14. That's tome.
So, almost the same initiative.
Gav, you've got the light, haven't you?
Yeah, and it'll be, it's 10-foot radius, is it?
Is
Or
it?
20? I never remember with light.
Let's
I've got it here.
roll up. Yeah.
20-foot radius and dim light for an additional 20 feet. So it would have been kind of floating 10 feet in front of me and 10 feet behind the bears,
Is it a dancing light or is it the light spell?
It's the light spell.
The light spell you
It's
cast
on an object.
Yeah.
In that
So I
case,
assume-
it'll be on my walking stick, and
yeah.
I'll be holding the ground end of the walking stick, and the handle will be lit, and it'll be held up above my head.
Above your head, yeah, absolutely. But since it's in straight lines, yeah, I'm just working out where is lit and where isn't.
Where Gav is, wouldn't it be like the
Mm.
there sort of thing?
Yeah, I think so. I think I've over-exaggerated the curve a little bit, but
Or sure, move them back, or do whatever you need to do to make it work.
that's okay. Fuck's sake. So it is curved. You've got a limited range of view, but it's not a million miles. It's not exactly right angles.
That's a big bloody building.
It is a big building. And there's more inside that you can hear. But the 2 humanoid zombies ahead of you are engaged by the bears. Jethro, I assume you're waiting this out?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. I was going to run forward, but whatever. I was just there with the orcs.
Okay. Hanging up there with the orcs. The orcs themselves are going to kind of take up, I don't know, defensive positions or something. This guy
One
at the
of
back
them's armed, isn't it?
the guy at the back has the spear, but they're kind of clustering a little bit, ready for the fight. Ready for something maybe to come up behind them. But they're not going to do too much. And then, Tor, it is your turn.
Okay. Not a lot I can really do at the minute. Yep, not a lot I can do. So I am just going to cast Magic Stone and then throw a stone at one of the zombie. 'Cause, you know, why not?
Nope, absolutely reasonable. For a total of
6, hit DC plus 7.
yeah, that hits.
Which again, 1d6 plus 4. 10.
10. Okay, great, cool. This one. Okay. And then moving in the light past them. 2 figures come through. They are fast, and as soon as you see them, they are moving up. They do not tarry, but rather crawl and stick their hands to the walls and over above the bear in the corner between the straight circular wall and the sharp sloping roof. This one runs, as does this one behind it. They are fast and up, and this one is going to drop, and it's going to attack. Obadiah, you have the source of the light, so it's going to attack you. This is, as forecast, a lizardman, but much wilder than you might have seen before, moving in a way that, from what you have seen, its joints should not. Its hands seem flayed and torn at, and wet with gore and blood. Its mouth is putrescent.
Cool.
And your AC is
14 at the moment.
with the mage armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it lashes at you with claws, but bounces off. It cannot penetrate your protection. The second one, eyes up, looks down at Titus is past you. But it's doing nothing yet, Sam. It's looking down upon you. And it is Titus's turn, I believe.
They're hanging off the ceiling, did you say?
They are. One's on the wall, one's on the ceiling. The one
So
that went at Gav is kind of lower down at the wall.
I can get in the melee range.
Yeah, this lower one is
Yeah.
in melee range, definitely.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to do the old one too. Is the other one within 5 foot of it?
It's within 5 foot of it, I'd say. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, the 2 targets of it, yeah.
The 2 targets, so one target is within 5 foot of you, the second target is within 5 foot of that one.
Green flame blade.
Yeah, go for it.
Uh, 22.
22 hits.
So hang on, let me what I was doing. So,
It's both of them.
for the sake of it, we'll say we're using the scimitar on that. Scimitar is that. Plus, is it D8? It's been a while.
Sure.
D8. Not very much. 5. My brain. 9. 17.
17 total? Okay, cool.
Wait,
Into
hang
the
on.
first one?
That's not right. Sorry.
9.
13. Sorry, I had to fucking strap my 7 on my
Okay.
dex close. And the other guy gets 8.
8
That
points
did not roll at all, but
as the fire licks out.
that is my action. And with my bonus action, I'm going to say I am carrying my dagger in that hand. For the sake of this.
Your fancy dagger.
Yeah. That again is a 22.
Yeah, great.
So that's a D4, that's a D6. Yeah, that just did not roll. Because I'm not picking them up by enough. Hang on. Okay. 5, 6.
Yeah.
And 3 of it's necrotic, if that makes a
Yeah.
difference.
It might.
That's me.
Okay. After that, Obadiah. No, Tor, it's the bear's turn, isn't it?
Okay. Bear 1 is going to attack the one in front of that, and both bears get 2 attacks.
Great.
So they get multi attack, 1 bite, 1 claw. So I'll just roll both like attacks at the same time if that's all right.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, do it.
And they both hit.
Those will both hit. Yeah.
Bite does 1d8 plus 4, and the claws do 2d6 plus 4. So that's the d8 there, and it's 1, 2. So that is 18 damage.
18 damage. Which one would you like to deal with 18 damage?
That'd be this one here.
This one here takes 18. Yeah. Okay.
And then the next bear. What does he get though? +6.
+6 isn't quite enough.
Yeah, no. And he will miss with.
Let's say a miss with the bite.
Yep. Okay, and then that is just 2d6 then, which is 12 damage.
12 points. Okay. Right. I'm gonna give him his con save. Okay. Goes down. Decent wound. The claws tear a great gaping hole in the chest. The lungs burst. The ribs are gone. The corpse falls.
Bear's done.
It is Obadiah's turn. Obadiah, you have been slashed at by a necrotized lizardman.
Is that the same one that Titus engaged?
The one that's hit 17 was the one that attacked you? They've both been hit, both the lizard folk.
Okay, the one that's on me, I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on. So there's an echoing ring of a funeral bell. And the lizard man gets a DC save of 15.
Which stat is it we're saving, sorry?
Sorry, wisdom.
It's a wisdom save, okay. Passes. Against all odds.
Okay.
So takes nothing because it's a cantrip?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright. Anything else to your turn?
No, because I'm currently engaged, so that's me.
Okay, alright. The one remaining zombie is going to attack a bear. I'm going to borrow your dice, Sam. And will miss. And we are top of the round to Jethro Chadwick.
How high is this guy up on the roof?
The guy on the ceiling, let's say, is 15 feet into the air.
Okay.
The one that's on the wall is just 5 feet up.
Doable.
Off the ground.
Yeah. So jump height, 3 plus
Yep.
strength modifier. I have 4 feet. You can extend your arms half your height above yourself during the jump.
I'd say you can grapple that.
So 1.5 times my
Yeah.
height.
I think rule of cool. You can definitely grab
So I'm going to run forward and just leaping jump, and I was just
Yep.
gonna bonk it, but I guess I will. Yeah, I'll grapple it.
that. You're gonna go
Drag
for a
it off.
punch, or you're gonna go for a grapple. Yeah.
I go for a grapple and drag it off the ceiling.
Okay.
So this is strength, I guess. So that's
So athletics.
athletics. Yeah, 22.
Yep.
Same.
Against. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a decent grab.
Cool. So
And you
yeah, I'll just
hoist this guy
pull
off
it down
the
off
ceiling.
the ceiling. Yeah, and then right. So how does a grapple is my action, right?
A grapple is an attack, so you can still make an attack. It reduces the enemy's speed to 0.
So I can use. I still have my second attack of my action.
You can still make your extra attack.
All right, I'm going to bonk the one I've just ripped off the ceiling. So that's,
Is it at advantage?
No, because it's not restrained.
yeah.
Okay.
So this thing is squirming and
I
you know,
wouldn't need it.
yeah.
Smash
It's
got into the
20,
ground.
22.
22 hits. Yeah. Okay.
And then I'll. This is with my quarterstaff, so 11.
11 points. Okay. Great.
And then as a bonus action, I'll just make an unarmed strike. So I've got that. I'm not going to use my key for this. No,
Okay.
16. Yeah, 16.
16. This thing is squirming. It is fast. It is faster than the zombies that you are used to. 16 will not hit, I'm afraid.
Okay. Well, I just stand over it. Yeah.
Yep.
So me.
It remains grappled. We'll say you've got your knees on its chest or something.
Cool.
Yeah. Absolutely great. The orcs behind you. Gex, what do you think they would do? These guys.
I think they just. Well, they're weak, but
They are weakened. Yeah.
They would
we'll move
certainly
them up
be
a bit.
spoiling for a bit of a fight, I guess.
Yeah. We'll move them up a bit. These guys that have seen. So this guy at the back didn't see, but the ones who saw are now staring aghast at Titus.
So,
But they are not going to act yet. They are shocked. And it is the lizard folks' turn. So they are both going to attack Jethro.
Sure.
The one on the ground is going to do so from the prone position, but it's not going to try and get up. So it's going to use its claws to slash at you. It's going to miss.
Good.
Nice and unambiguous there. The one that is on the wall, however, is going to pounce off the wall at you. Can I ask you now to make yourself an athletics check?
17.
Yeah, okay, you'll make it. So this thing pounces at you, but actually cannot get a grab, cannot get anything at all. It's just going to move simply to this side of the wall, so it's swinging around you and moving up a little. But they only get one attack each. I don't think they've hit anybody yet. And you're all very lucky about that.
I wonder why.
Okay. Torque, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, not a lot I can do at the minute. Is there one still on the wall? Is there?
The one is pinned by Jethro, the other one is up on the wall still. It has kind of climbed onto Jethro's shoulders and leapt off again.
Okay, well, I am going to throw a magic stone at it.
Yeah.
Yep, go for it.
And that is an at 20.
Crit. Neat.
Hell yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, yeah, roll the damage die twice then.
What is it? D6. So it's 2d6.
I know this is a spell attack, but we'll call it a ranged weapon, whatever.
Well, it is a ranged weapon with a spell enhanced stone.
That's exactly what I'm thinking, yeah.
And that is, what was that? Fucking 8? No, 7. 7 plus 4, so 11.
11 onto the one on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that will be it. For me, I guess. Yes.
The stone runs a gouge into its shoulder, which barely bleeds. It is like cutting into bad meat. But it is certainly cut into. Nonetheless, Titus, it is your turn.
Tedious.
Hey, Titius, yeah. Which one of these is looking rough?
Of the zombies, the one that's higher up on the wall is looking quite badly hurt. That's the one that you hit more grievously before with your scimitar and then your dagger. The magic stone now.
But he's quite high up.
Jethro also has one pinned to the floor.
Oh, yeah. All right. Pinned to the floor. Let's go. 2 saber attacks.
Okay.
19.
19 hits.
What is with me not being able to roll dice? No, doesn't matter. 10.
10 total, yep.
Yeah. 17.
17 does not hit, but the 10 total will go on there.
Yep. And then offhand was a dagger. 20. I'll hit them.
20 will hit.
1 necrotic and 5 physical.
Okay, alright.
Let me miter, boys.
Okay. You get a decent blow, and you realise that you spent too long training to fight the living. Your blade has come in between the ribs, but no air comes out from the lungs when you draw it. If it could bleed, it would be bleeding out. If it could breathe, it would suffocate. But this thing merely writhes under Jeffro's boot. Certainly it's badly hurt, but it isn't.
Sandals, please.
But it isn't out for the count yet. Bears.
Okay.
That's just a statement.
The first bear with the one that's alive. Dark pink will be bite and light pink will be claws.
Okay.
Oh, do you want me to re-roll that because it was a bit shit?
Sure, why not? Yeah, okay. What was your question there, sorry, Sam?
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
There you go. Nat 20 on one of them.
Yeah, beautiful. Great.
And a 16 on the other.
Yeah, 16 for a total of... Oh, yeah, no, you're fighting the yellow zombie. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, that'll definitely hit. Okay. Yeah, in fact, that thing's fucked. And I don't think it can possibly make the con save. It's just going to get crushed.
No, it might make the con save, but it's a nat 20 and fucking things. That's, you know.
Tell you what, if you want to roll the damage, that's fine and fun. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this, and unless I also roll a crit, it's dead. Which I have not. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I'll roll damage. Done.
Dead. Yeah, splattered. All right. Obadiah Black, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm just going to try the same. Tell the dead on this one of the guys that's standing in front of me.
The one that's on
It's
the
attacking
ceiling
Jethro.
now? Yeah. Jethro's got one pinned. It's very bad.
No,
I didn't do the second bear's attack.
Is that not what you just rolled?
No, I rolled the 2 attacks with the one bear.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
And
sorry, I misunderstood.
That's right. And the other one will not even bother attacking. I'm just going to move them down the thingy a little bit.
Yeah, cool.
And tell them to keep their nose sharp.
Yeah. Right, okay. Gav, right, okay. Yeah, so you've got a choice of 2 of these lizard folk. One is up on the roof above you. The other one is held down to the ground by Jethro, grappled. You make it
Yeah,
toll dead.
Guy
so
on the roof, so it's the same thing. Ring of the bell,
the
wisdom
one-
15.
Wisdom 15. Okay, that's going to pass, I'm afraid.
No worries.
Just about against all odds. To
If
be
I'm
honest,
not currently engaged, I'm going to move back behind
it's
Jethro.
it's out of range, so yeah, it won't get the opportunity attack.
These
It's higher
zombies
up on the
are
roof.
surprisingly wise.
Yeah.
See,
Anything else for your turn, Gav?
No, that's me.
Okay, this guy's off the table, so we come back around to Jethro.
if there was more of them, I'd drop fucking bears and cast moonlight.
Oh,
But
my mouse. What the fuck?
What is the fuck?
I don't know, pressed my mouse and I lost the table for a second. I pressed spacebar and I
Next.
found it. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I don't know, shove my quarterstaff into the head of the one that I'm standing on with 26.
That'll hit.
For 12.
12 points. Okay. Let's make that save. It's dead.
Okay, and then how high up is this one now?
Let's say it's 10 foot up off the ground.
Okay, well,
So with your staff has a little bit of reach, doesn't it?
well, it's 5 foot reach, and I'm 7 feet tall.
Yeah, let's say you can hit it.
I'll
that gives you
jump.
13 feet with your
If
jump.
you want, I'll jump. I'll give you an acrobatics or something.
You'll jump 2 feet.
Give
to hit
me
it.
an acrobatics, and if you roll above a certain amount, I'll give you advantage because you're doing a cool flip.
Okay.
Have you got that D4 for acrobatics as well?
Yep. So that's 15 plus 7 plus 1. So 23.
That's roll an attack with advantage just for fun.
Hell yeah.
Surely you're doing a spring off the wall over the head, fucking.
You're doing a cool wall flip.
Wow!
Yeah. This is also with my stick. Just one difference. So it's 19.
19 does hit.
Kung Fu Panda style.
That's a 5 damage.
5 points of damage. Okay. All right.
And I will flurry of blows it. Gonna keep whacking. Unarmed, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah, 19 again. D6. It's 8. And final attack. Not 20, baby. I'll roll this twice.
Yeah.
1. For 9 total.
Okay. Critical hit kills it.
Nice.
You run up the wall. Your fist tightens, finds an eye socket. It feels wetter than maybe it should, softer than maybe it should.
Sweet.
Feels dead.
Right. That's enough of that. Let's keep going.
I think we need to get Jeffro some magical knuckle dusters.
Nah, I don't need him, mate. His hands are registered lethal weapons.
I have like fuck all skill in this, but can I use medicine or survival to try and work out what the fuck is different with these guys compared to the other lizard men? Are they the same from the same tribes and things and just undead or what?
Nature, maybe?
Yeah. I have to choose fucking int, don't you? The skill I don't have anything in. 18.
Well,
This is very much an int roll. You're trying to work out, kind of trying to work out what's going on here. It was an 18 total, was it, Sam?
Yeah.
Right, so looking them over, they are certainly anatomically different than, I don't know, than the living lizard folk that you had before. But the way that they are dressed, the leathers that they're clad in, the ways in which they're different, it's difficult to say. You see no reason why they wouldn't have blended in at that camp. A couple of things come to mind. One is to look for feathers, or flowers rather, on their jerkins.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
And you do find here sprigs of little purple heather on each of them.
Purple heather.
What comes to mind, of course, is the fact that these weren't at the Maikandavu. They clearly weren't even the only lizard folk, based on what you've seen so far, that weren't there. Their mouths are crocodile long. Both of these, looking them over, Sam, show considerable scarring across the face, scarring that seems to predate your fight, predate this year's. And actually, your roll was pretty good. The scarring is older, and notably, both of them have scars across the nose, across the nostrils. That's something I'm going to point out.
Got weird scars, boys. What's that about?
Let's have a look then. Could be ritualistic.
Are they similar looking scars?
They are not. They're just, as yeah.
Are they in
They're
the
not.
same place though? Like
They both have scars that intersect that are across their bodies, their faces. They've been in a lot of fights over the years, but both of these individuals have cuts on the nose.
well, keep an eye out. More of them have this.
These- I didn't see these fuckers at the thingy magic. That's really good. RP, that's a... It's a midsummer thing, whatever it's called.
Right. Well, hopefully we find one alive, and we might be able to find ask him a few fucking questions. Otherwise, just gonna have to kill evermore. Need to keep going and find this amulet.
Yep.
Yeah, push on.
Agreed.
The orcs between them mumble and agree to come onwards as well.
There's more of them out there. Stay close. Or something. Yeah. Keep moving.
As we move on this time, I'm going to tell one bear to take the rear. And that will be Pinky. And one to stay near the front.
Moving onwards, a little way more, the light by the light. You come across a few more things. The glass panels, the chamber doors, looking through, you do start seeing things inside. There are, as you might indeed have inspected, sheep. Many are dead. Animals that have been left inside without daylight, without movement, certainly without food for days. Have starved, have fought each other.
If we find any that are living, I'm going to put them out their fucking misery and kill them. Being a half-decent druid, I won't let them just suffer like that, but I'm not willing to waste a spell slot to heal them. I have no good berry, so...
After a moment, the light does not glint upon a pane of glass, as it should, but rather a chamber burst outwards into the hallway.
This could be where they did the auction into, I guess.
This is a door like the one that you rescued the angel's the orcs from. The I nearly gave something away there. No. This is a door to a chamber like the ones that you rescued the orcs from, like you've been seeing livestock from. It is smashed outwards into the hallway. Something perhaps has burst out through it. There are around the entrance a number of dead lizard folk.
You've been in here before. In Orcish.
This is a chamber. This is a chamber on the outside, and looking into it now as you approach, the door smashed
Apologies.
outwards. It appears to be no bigger than the one that you rescued the orcs from.
Oh, okay, so it's a cell.
So it's another cell.
Is there any
check the
sort
bodies.
of scriptural parchment on the walls at all in front of any of these doors?
front of the-
Anything indicating what may actually have been in any of the cells? Have we noticed anything like that?
You've noticed no writing. What you may have noticed looking around, you went underground into the artifices, didn't you, Torok?
Yeah. No,
So
no, I didn't go underground thing. I was at the top.
Yeah. Okay.
The dude's busy.
Those of you who went underground will have noticed.
Actually, no, I did get underground because I robbed a load of fucking.
Yeah, you took some spell scrolls, didn't you?
Spells. Yeah.
Yeah. You will recall strips of piping, wiring, stone, perhaps, designed to emanate light into the hallway. And in the light of Obadiah's staff, you will see similar things set into the ceiling, although it is inert, unlit itself.
Looks like these artificers are into some very creepy shit.
Well, it's just like what they had in that other place. Maybe they was holding
Yeah.
some here too.
Maybe they had slaves there as well.
Huh. Bastards.
I know. We have to really find out from the king if that type of shit's legal in his land.
It's not, I'll say. I want to examine the bodies.
Examine the bodies. Medicine check. See how much detail I give you.
It's 15, I think. Let me just double check that. 14.
14 total. Couple of things that you'll see. One is that they don't show the same signs of necrotization, putrefaction, as, for instance, the ones that you just fought.
The bodies in the cell.
The bodies outside of the cell.
Outside the cell.
There are lizard folk bodies around the door. They appear to have been killed with some sort of blunt force trauma.
Well, can we see how old they are? Are they like decomposed?
The lizard folk, yeah, they are. With Obadiah's roll, do you want to see if you can beat it, Gex, for a medicine check?
Medicine check.
Tell you what, I think they died at Midsummer.
I
think they died at Midsummer.
Let's see. -1. No, +4 for medicine. Huh. 8. So no.
8 total. Yeah, no. Yeah, they may well.
They're dead.
Based on the age of the state of decay that they're at. They may well have died at Midsummer. They are coated with this similar kind of black dust.
Do any of them have the same scarring on their noses as the other two that we found?
Notably, no. And if you are looking around that area, they have scars. They've been in fights, but their noses are not scarred. I'll invite you to again roll a medicine check there.
I need that wee that I was going to have before we start.
Yeah, go ahead. Tor. To see if you can beat Obadiah's 14.
12.
12? Yeah, no. Yeah, they've been beaten up. They've been smashed and injured. But the way that they've bled, the way that they've lain here, they probably weren't zombies themselves. They have weapons. They have simple swords at the ground, and the two other orcs who are not armed, the toe takers, pick them up. And comment, yeah, gonna get some more toes there. Reckon there's a way out now. What do you reckon? Reckon we can leave, Bushman?
You boys are gonna get yourself out if you run off that.
Gonna get ourselves hurt. Get ourselves hurt. Gonna
Let's
get
get
to do
yourself
something.
captured.
I'm back. Sorry.
Boys you got captured for one, and two, you're all weakened now. There's more of these dead things out there than you know.
Wait, what? What are they saying?
These boys are thinking about making a run for it, giving it a go. They've only got a couple of swords and that, isn't it?
You listen. You boys are a bit weak right now. We need to get some food in you or something. We've been fighting hundreds of these things, but we've not been locked up for ages. Just stick with us for a bit.
Yeah.
You can give me a persuasion roll there. They certainly want to leave. They're armed now. They've taken swords from the bodies of the lizard folk
Okay.
that are dead here.
Oh, 17 flat.
Yeah. They look shiftily, uneasily between them. And then the bigger toe taker, who'd been tapping at the glass, nods. Your teeth thief friend rests his spear in the dirt. Nods back again.
All right.
They're agreeing to come with you.
Besides, we might find the man responsible for your captivity.
Incarceration.
Bloody lovely, wouldn't it?
Ahead of you down the hall, the animal wailing noise that you heard echoes out again.
Roughly how long has it been since we left the chapel and I summoned the bears, roughly? I'm curious whether I've got
Do they last for an hour?
an hour, yeah.
You're coming up on that.
Okay.
You walked through a bit more of the town, didn't you?
Yeah.
And we looked at the blacksmith shop and all that. So we've looked at the cell and the bodies. You keep going?
Yeah, I'm on for keep going.
All right.
I'll say that it's been about an hour now and the spell dissipates. Because I don't want to leave it up for too long.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, drop them. Oh, I was going to wait until the moment you really needed them.
Yeah, fair.
No, I've got something else saved for when we might really need it.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah. Yeah, pull the bears off the board then.
48 weasels.
That would be a hassle. That's called maybe level 4 moonbeam in these tight corridors. And just keep it right in front of us and just have to pass through it.
The hallway continues a bit more. And those of you who've been paying attention might realise now that you've come the full 180 of the path, of the loop, of the outer circle within the livestock market.
Which side was the thingies on? Was it on the right side or the left side?
The cells are on the outside of the
cells are on this side.
The cells on the outside. So where you went in, you went in through a kind of antechamber. And so I realised the way that I've drawn the map on there is actually probably wrong for the direction that you've been travelling, for one thing. But oh well, you can fucking deal with it. Because you all went right through the thing, but the direction that you travelled in through the antechamber was basically the depth of the cells that you've been passing by.
Mm.
Okay. So there is a big section in the middle that we've not been able to get to.
There's been a big section in the middle, so you've been moving around there. You've not been able to get to. Exactly right.
Well, I
Well,
reckon we
boys,
just keep going until we get a way in. If not,
Yeah.
we'll make a way in.
maybe you need to
approaching the 180. You'll notice the long, curving corridor broadens and opens up and has a corner. And you're coming to a larger, rounder chamber. Here there are seats, there are tables. The light glints and reaches the remains of plates of food, pots of, stew and the like having been served, hot drinks scattered across the floor. There is daylight here coming in through the ceiling, windows revealing heavy coating of black dust across it all. And there are corpses, bodies, shattered, broken, smashed, thrown against walls. This room is the site of some massacre by some force that has hurled bodies across the room. Mostly humanoid, dwarves, humans, a few halflings. Here in this room. Smashed and splattered, decaying and bloody. But now, on your left, facing inwards in the circle, a larger set of double doors also are smashed inwards. The daylight goes in a little way, but stops there where the corridor goes in and would plunge you further yet into shadow. The howl, the wail, the awful trumpeting noise bursts out again.
And take a look at the doors that have, are they claws? Are they just big punch, like dent marks in them? Or have they just been opened?
Yeah. They have been smashed inwards by a heavy, severe force. So I'm going to draw things up again.
Interesting.
And can we also have a look at the corpses to see if any of them is the dude with the amulet we're looking for?
So, yeah, absolutely. Give me a second. So you've got corridor coming this way. Corridor coming this way. And then let's use the straight line tool to square that up.
Well,
And
boys,
then
I'm thinking whatever
Back in
killed
a
those
second.
lizard
in
men
here.
is responsible for this fucking mess.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking maybe those lizard men were bringing that thing here to sell.
And there are
Or buy. One of the two.
tables in here. And places up here that have food to serve that are all turned over and smashed. The bodies around the place. What were you trying to learn? Sorry, you were trying to see
Just
if
to
any of
see
them
if
had a.
had the amulet that we're looking for. I don't have detect magic. Magical items. No.
Got a feeling it might be in that room.
could be underground as well.
Having a look, piecing through the corpses. First of all, the pallor, the demeanor, the shape, the splatter. What you've learned so far would suggest that many, if not all of these, had been zombies at the time that they were smashed. They have not bled in the way that corpses normally do and would when they are thrown against the wall.
Hmm.
Cool. Well, what didn't he say that guy, the amulet, would stop him from being a zombie or something? So it wouldn't be. He won't be any of them.
There is a mix of social classes in place here. Some are wearing simple canvas, some are wearing fine leathers, tweeds. As I say, there's a mixture. There are one or two children.
Sorry, I went to the loo there. Are these guys dead or what?
They were zombies.
They may have been zombies. They're likely to have been zombies, but are now smashed to pieces.
Okay.
And I was saying the cleric told us the amulet may have protected the mayor from being undead, so he's likely not in the pile. But said it far less eloquently, obviously.
Well, let's go down fucking stairs then.
Yeah, this route can't be that hard to track.
Got a door right in front of us. Let's fucking go!
Yeah, the door is smashed inwards as though by something with an incredible strength.
Jethro, after you.
Boom!
You heading downstairs?
If it's downstairs, yeah.
Yeah. Into the dark. Your dark vision picks out what you can of the way. The daylight is going in no further. It's not really stairs so much as a slope. It's quite gentle. There are numerous severe scratches. Cages, crates, boxes, all manner of things have been dragged up and down here.
Okay.
And as you move
Yeah, follow
down,
him down.
the does not go far. As you go down, and you realise that the space ahead of you is opening into another corridor. No. Larger space again. Within there. And against your dark vision, against what little light Obadiah carries, you can see the twinkling of glass sections set into the... Sorry, give me a second. I'm going to wipe those guys off because that'll confuse me otherwise. And I'm just going to check some things up. So there's definitely more glass set into the walls on the inside of that circle. And then I'm just going to grab something else. Okay, because I'm going to get a perception roll from you. Now you've got dark vision, so I'm not going to ask for disadvantage.
Well,
But
it's
it
not
is
good.
certainly dim light.
It's 8.
It's 8. Okay. Yeah, that's not good, I'm afraid.
Mm.
And I'm just going to reuse the blue. Let's take initiative rolls from everybody anyway.
Um, 28, Jez.
28.
I need more of those fucking numbers on that thing.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah.
You say the Stone of Light sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius or something.
It casts light, so it's light in a 20-foot radius, and then dim
Okay.
light in another.
Let's get some more.
I'm going to chuck it in the center.
Okay. You throw it out into the center.
Yeah.
And the light catches. Sorry, yeah, looking this up. The light catches something brown, fast, shadowy, woolly, charging forwards towards you. So we will make this attack. Sorry a sec. Right, okay. Is that there? As a fucking mammoth charges out of the shadows.
Beautiful.
Fucking hell, didn't expect that.
You have seen mammoth. You have seen mammoth at the lizard folk camp. The large tent itself was held together and structured out of large tusks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What the fuck is that?
That's
Gex,
a live zombified.
what's your AC?
19.
19. Yeah, that'll hit. Give me a strength save.
Ooh, 13.
13. Okay, so uh, 23 points of damage, and you are knocked prone.
Oof. Wow.
Okay. And so you're not prone, so this is with advantage. Ooh. Yeah, that hits just about, I'm afraid. That's an extra 33 points.
Relentless endurance.
Okay.
Ready. Damn.
Titus, it is your turn. A mammoth. A mammoth has burst out of the shadows and fucking smashed the shit out of Jethro.
Oh. Well, these square things, sorry. Might have missed that.
They are tables,
okay.
Upon which it looks like food was being served.
I'm going to stand atop a table. Sorry, cat's on the keyboard.
Yep.
And I'm going to get the musket out, I think. It looks like a musket situation, right?
For big game.
Yeah, elephant gun.
Yeah, exactly. And let's go big boy. Lots. 29.
Yeah, hits, definitely.
We'll use the truck. 22.
22 points, okay. Second attack.
Yeah. 18.
18 hits.
Good.
This thing's fucking huge. It's like missing a barn door. If you missed that.
we all get advantage.
25.
Pardon?
25 damage.
Extra 25. Okay, cool.
No, I should have done that earlier. I should have put a hex on him before. Oh, well, I'll put a hex on him.
Okay, cool. Which ability score would you like to? Which ability score would you like to limit?
This isn't saves, is it?
No, it's just ability checks, like skill checks. So it's not attacks, it's not saves.
I don't care.
You don't
Strength.
care. Yeah,
Strength.
let's say
That way Jethro can wrestle him.
Strength.
I don't have very. I don't have very good strength. I just keep rolling well on it.
Yeah.
My strength is 12.
Okay.
I just get high rolls for some reason.
Torok, it is your turn. You've just seen Jethro severely hurt. He is knocked down.
Can I make out whether this thing is undead or living a fucking,
Yeah, you can make me a nature check, I suppose, for that.
15?
15. It doesn't look like it, but it's certainly acting not like the ones you've seen in the past.
Yeah, but that's right though. Okay.
I've never seen one in a building before.
Yeah. There's a horse in the hospital, etc.
Also, potentially you've never seen a wild one before.
Well, yeah.
I think this one's wild.
Just like, calm down.
Might be a bull. Okay, so I am going to use bonus action, cast Healing Spirit where Jethro is stood.
Okay.
And that gives him, because he stood in the area, I guess he should get a fucking 1d6 heal. Let me just read this.
Healing Spirit, is that on his turn?
Just having a look at the actual spell now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you call for. It's a 5-foot square cube. The spell.
Whenever it moves into a space or starts its turn there.
Yeah, so, yeah.
So, yeah. And then it's, what's this? Spirit.
So on Jethro's turn, he'll get those hit points.
Spirit can heal number equal to 1 plus your spell casting. So my spell casting modifier is +7, is that? That's my attack.
As a bonus action on your turn, you can move it.
I can move it as well, yeah, but it's how many times it heals.
The spellcasting ability modifier, which would be wisdom, right? So
what's your wisdom? Is your wisdom +4, so you can use this 5 times, yep.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Cool. Yep. Arigato gozaimasu.
Okay.
That's bonus action.
What's your bonus action? So you've got your action yet. So if you're going to cast a spell, it'll have to be a cantrip now.
Yeah, because I'm concentrating.
Or else you can wild shape, or you can do a number of other things. That's not about concentration. That's to do with action economy and how many spells you can cast on a turn.
Okay. Well, I used 2 magic stones earlier. Yep. Only lasts for a minute.
Yeah, definitely been more than a minute, I'm afraid.
And surely I wouldn't be able to pull. I could attack it with my whip. Surely I wouldn't be able to pull it forward though.
No. This is larger than large.
Yeah. Exactly. So I'm going to whip it, I think, if I'm within range. Yeah, I'm within range. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to get a fucking whip. Whip that mammoth.
A fucking cone on my head.
Whip it. Whip it good.
That's 17, isn't it? Yeah. So that's 24. 2d6.
I'm going to say, is this thing? I imagine this thing has reach. So
10.
I'd be in that square.
So yeah, 10 damage.
Or this square. I don't know. Could be important.
Yeah, it's got a 10-foot reach. Yeah.
Okay, let's say I was in that one because I was like,
Yeah.
across the line.
Sure. Yeah. Right. Sorry, Vic. I got momentarily distracted there. What was the last thing that you rolled for?
10 damage.
10 damage on the mammoth. Brilliant. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep. On the what was your attack roll? Sorry.
24.
24 hits.
17
Yeah.
plus
Sure.
my
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Pretty reliably. 24 hits at this point. Yeah.
I would have thought so. Pretty high.
All right. Coming through there, the orcs. It is their turn. They are going to charge forward. This guy, let's say he's got a long sword, can get an attack in. The other
Pretty
two
big toe
are going
and a
to-
pretty big tooth. Can you hang that runner's neck?
Yeah. Not sure I'll be able to hang a mammoth tusk around my neck.
You damn well going to try then.
I'll be able
Yeah.
to carve a weapon out of it, though.
One of them's going to get an attack. He's going to hit. And it's a good one.
Oaks, 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 oaks.
The other two have simply had to rush to get in. Okay. Obadiah, let's go with your turn.
I guess this thing's been injured already, so I'm just gonna
Has been injured already, yeah.
cast Toll the Dead on her.
All the dead. That's a wisdom save, as we've established.
Yeah, DC 15.
Okay. It fails. Roll me that damage. It's a d12, a number of d12s at your level now, isn't it? 2 d12? Oh, don't know how many
Audio
d12s.
crunch.
Yeah,
I assume he failed, did he?
he fails, yes.
So 18 damage.
18 damage, brilliant, okay.
And I'm going to back up a bit as well.
Okay, brilliant. All right, Jethro, it is your turn, so let's get that heal for you. Is it a d6?
Yeah. Oh, I guess I'll roll it. Alright, 3. I'll take it. I will use half my movement to stand up. So my movement's 45. So let's... Oh, I just pressed damage instead of heal. Oh, well. So let's say I just spend 25.
Sure.
Or how do you want to rule that? I don't know. I spent 22 and a half feet of movement.
If we're playing it, we normally, if we're dividing by half, we go down. So let's say you've spent 20 feet of movement to stand up.
Okay, cool. I'm going to attack it.
Yep.
With me quarterstaff. It's 27, 23.
Hits.
23.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hits,
cool.
yep.
I'm going to attempt stunning strike, so I want a con save, which could be
Okay.
a mistake. And 9 damage.
9 damage. I'll put the 9 damage on first. And we attempt a stunning strike. I'm going to roll that again because it was cocked.
Oh,
Okay, what's the
15.
DC? Yeah, it makes it, I'm afraid.
That's fine. I'm going to flurry of blows. I'm going to...
Yeah.
Wait, that was my first attack. I don't
That
need
was
to
your
flurry of
first
blows
attack.
yet. So this is my second
Second
attack,
attack.
so that's 12. Probably not a hit.
12 is not quite a hit, I'm afraid.
Flurry of blows this time. Oh, I need to mark off the stunning strike. 17?
17 hits.
Okay. So, yeah, d6. So, 10. Big damage.
10, okay.
And final attack is... yes, 18.
18 hits.
And another 10. Oh, I'm also going to take advantage of my disengage and my 10-foot of
Yep.
extra movement from flurry of blows. So I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35 feet to behind it.
Yeah, that stays where it is, I'm afraid.
Yeah, cool. That's me.
Okay. The mammoth is going to move. It is going to move out of reach of those orcs, so they will get, all three of them will get attacks of opportunity. And it's going to go this way, so we'll make 3 quick attacks, and they've all got the same bonus, so it doesn't matter which. That's 2 hits, okay. So... Okay, cool. And it's going to swing. It is passing by, it is passing by, it's moving around here. And it's going to do a couple of things. First of all, it's going to try and wedge a tusk into one of the port doors on the side here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a roll. Now, on one hand, its strength is very good. But on the other hand, Sam has put a hex on strength ability checks. So I am going to roll with disadvantage here. And I've got a 1 in there. So it's going to wedge that. But it can't get the things open. So instead, I'm afraid it's just going to charge at you again, Jethro.
Fair enough.
It makes the attack roll. Let's roll that.
Oh boy.
For a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Yeah, afraid so. Okay. So first of all, I
Remember,
will
you
roll.
did have 12 temporary hit points to begin with as well.
Did I? Since
You
when?
would have had, yeah. Since I cast thingy when we left the church.
How long does
As
that
soon as I
last?
left, until we go sleep.
Oh. Well, I don't know. Whatever it hits me for, I'm going down. Give me damage or give me death.
Yeah. Okay. 20 total.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. And you've gone down. I was going to ask you for a strength save, but you've gone down, and because it's knocked you down, it's going to make a stomp attack
Okay.
with advantage.
Okay.
And what we'll do there, Gex, is we will just count that as 1 towards death,
Yeah, cool.
rather than rolling any damage there. That is the mammoth's turn. We come back to the top of the initiative. Titus, it is your turn.
Boom, boom, check the boom, boom, boom.
Not a big game hunter, that's for sure.
The thing is definitely wounded. For your information, there it is badly wounded. It has been struck with swords. It is bleeding from around the tusk and the trunk and the face. Jethro has hit it quite hard. You shot it and did an awful lot of damage in your first turn there, Sam.
That's going to miss 14.
14 hits.
Oh. It's the last one of these. It's next. Is it 15, 26.
26 total.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Describe for me what you would like to do as you fell the mammoth.
Oh, I mean, fucking right in the eye.
Yeah. Cool. Great.
So as it's finished goring Gex on the floor, and it pulls its head up, I'm going to shoot it through the side of the eye and out the other one.
Yeah.
Kabam.
Good. And it stomps down upon Jethro's body, and you line up the shot as it lands. And the bullet goes in one eye and out the other. And the animal collapses with a great and horrendous wail. An animal cry of anguish. It falls.
Is that a killing blow of a significant threat?
I would say that's a killing blow of a significant threat.
Thank you. I just find it easy to ask you now rather than...
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, rather than wait for me to remind you.
Yeah, 1 point back.
Yeah, absolutely. The thing didn't have particularly high AC, but yeah, that's a big fucking tank of hit points.
I must have done 70, 75.
Yeah, across the 2 rounds. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm.
You did nearly 50 in your first attack, so that's absolutely. Okay. We'll come out of initiative. I will recommend somebody acting very quickly. Otherwise, I'm going to start asking Jethro for... No, we'll have one more round of initiative. Why don't we? Just for fun there. Torok, it is your turn. Unless...
Well, I am going to move the spirit as close as I can to poor old Jethro. Which
So
is
what's the...
1, 2,
yeah, what did we say on that?
3,
30 feet?
3.
Should have thought about that, really.
Okay, and then I'm going to walk a bit closer
Someone
myself.
whipped me into it.
Yeah. One more towards death. Gets up.
Can I actually reach him? Yeah, I can. Actually, no, because I'm only got 30 as well. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm serious.
Okay. Anything else to do with your turn, Tor?
Can I... Oh, no, I've used my bonus action to move that.
Use your bonus action to move it.
Can I sprint still?
You can dash, yeah. You can absolutely
Yeah.
make a dash.
Alright, well, I'll run over to the fool.
Yeah.
And I
So you-
think I have a potion, but I'll have to wait until my next turn for that.
Yeah, so it's an action to administer a potion to somebody else. That's the way I'm ruling it, right? You can drink a potion yourself with a bonus action. It's
Cool.
an action to give to someone else. That's great. But yeah, the healing spirit is 5 feet range, so not too much. The orcs will have a turn. I will give them... They will rush up. I will give them an opportunity to make a medicine check between them. You should be warned that their...
Not very intelligent.
yeah, their wisdom is not high.
I could have made a medicine check, forgot that.
So a medicine check to stabilize him will be an action.
Yeah,
again.
you use your action
so-
to dash.
You use your action to
Yeah.
dash. So on your next turn, you can
Mhm.
do whatever you need. But as if
Yeah, I'll
lives
just-
so long.
Pour a potion down his throat.
Okay. Yeah, that's enough then. So yeah.
Oh, thank God.
it's like your teeth thief friend, the older one of the orcs, arrives, approaches you, cradles you in the right way.
Sticks his fist
Way
in
that
the
all orcs
tusk hole.
presses against the wound, finds what he's looking for, knowing that you will keep it in the right place in your satchel, your bandages, a spare shirt, and presses things against the wound. You are stabilized, Jethro.
Beautiful. I had a feeling. I had a feeling I was going to roll a 1.
The fear is in there, definitely.
Yeah.
We'll come around to your turn. You are stable. Obadiah.
Just chilling.
Yeah, I'll make my way into the room and just kind of survey what's happening, making my way towards Jethro.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll run in just to make sure I get to Jethro.
You're running. Give me a perception check.
Sorry, just checking my perception. No, it's only 3.
It's only 3.
That's not a D20. 14.
14. There's quite a bit of movement in the... There are more cell doors dotted around this chamber. There's quite a bit of movement in a lot of them. But they're all closed. Some of them are very badly scratched and slashed at. But no more of them are open. There is a kind of mezzanine gallery around and above you. You have come down at the highest point of the roof above you.
Does this look more like a fighting pit than a cattle market? I don't know how I'd ascertain that, but I got a bit of nature. I've got Do the hoof prints on the ground, do they look a bit, I don't know, unusual compared to, obviously, if there's a fucking
Maybe
elephant in here?
history.
There's no beyond what's been knocked down by the, shed out of the mammoth and Jethro. There's not blood in the sand or anything like that.
Yeah, okay.
There is scratching on the doors. There is a lot of marking, but it might be simply have come from the tusks of this mammoth.
Is there an upper gallery as well?
There is an
That's
upper
all.
gallery. There is a mezzanine for looking down upon it, and
I could picture that fairly normal in a cattle market, though.
That's exactly it. You would want to be able to see the cattle, and then there is a box up at this end, at the high end of it, far end from the entrance, that would offer a good speaking position.
Yeah. Okay, well, as long as nothing jumps out as like totally suspicious, I'm gonna go back over to Jethro, I'm at Jethro.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, next turn, I'll give him a healing potion.
You haven't spent your action unless you've dashed in there. Have you dashed in there?
No, I had to run in there.
Okay, yeah. You had to dash to get in, so that's fine. Okay. The mammoth is not getting a turn, I'm afraid. It is dead. So we will skip it back and around, and we'll come out of that. So anybody that wants to give Jethro a healing potion can do so. The orcs do not have any, or anybody that wants to cast.
Yeah, I am going to pop my healing potion open and give it to him, suppository style. Here you go, bite. And then I'm also going to move healing spirit on top of him and allow him to burn the other 4 charges of it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Do you want to roll those d6s, Vic? They're yours.
Oh yeah, you do that. Ignore this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, don't even worry about the potion. Just use that.
I don't have a potion, actually. Just looking, I thought I
Go
did.
14.
Tell love.
14 hit points.
Don't waste your potion. I don't need it. I've got my own. I will eat my own potion.
And then that drops the concentration on that spell. Which is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a potion. I'll just use that. Was it 2d4 plus 2?
Are there any windows on these doors around
the doors have the same glass panels as where you found the orcs. The orcs behind you look nervous. They have their eyes open. They are looking around.
Did any of you 3 see this pit at all? Orky boys.
Never been here.
Well, we all have to see it again once we've cleared this place. Oop.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you should have a look what's in these other rooms, I guess.
I don't normally get my ass kicked like that, but that was rather a big lad.
What's a big one? Share a trophies for you. Want teeth, eh?
Sure.
Got big teeth.
I'll take. I mean, I didn't get the kill, but yeah.
Nah, but didn't get the kill. Nearly got the kill, eh?
We'll take.
And they'll switch into Orcish, and they'll explain. Listen, you fought very bravely with this. You were giving everything you had. It's not the killing blow, it's the blow, it's the strength of the blow. You deserve a trophy from this.
Very well.
The courage with which you fight. The valor.
Investigating the kill.
How valuable would a mammoth tusk be?
A mammoth tusk? You don't know, you'd need to find out. It would be quite difficult to carry. Perhaps if you were going to try and strap it onto yourself.
Yeah, I was just going to
have other teeth as well.
Well, yeah, but I was going to suggest hacking off a mammoth tooth and giving it to these guys.
There's good ivory in it.
Yeah.
It'd be worth something for that. And I'm sure there's arcane use, but I'd need to get back to town to get its value.
Yeah, I was also thinking of just hacking a bit off and making a weapon out of it or something. Just
any parts of it that could be utilised as fucking...
Is it?
I gotta go hit the chipper. and get food and stuff. So I'll be gone 15 minutes.
Right.
If you're still playing, I'm happy for you guys just to run the character. But I'll be 15, 20.
I'll tell you what, lads. If we can, we've done the big fight.
Yeah.
There's some investigation to do, but we can call it there.
If you want.
How do we feel about
I'm
that?
happy to. You guys go on. I can catch up over the week. So I've got the week with Sam. He can explain what's going on.
All right, let's play through for a few more minutes then.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, back in a few then.
Bon appetit.
All right. Yeah. Bon appetito.
Before we carve any meat off this thing, it's not undead, right? Can we investigate that?
No, it doesn't. Torek had a quick little look. Again, the amount of blood that's come out of it
Meat doesn't
would
smell
suggest
bad.
that it's not. Yeah.
Well, it's only cut a couple of steaks off it.
It looks again thin, emaciated,
Still a fucking
like
mammoth.
it has been starving. But it's still a fucking mammoth. There's still an awful lot of meat.
Get a steak off it.
Yeah,
And a couple of ribs.
absolutely.
I'm going to add a mammoth steak to my inventory.
Absolutely.
I'm going to walk around the pit. Look.
Walking around the pit, there are definitely things in the glass chambers, Sam. You have to strain a little bit to see into them.
I'm going to pick
But
up
again, there is some...
my lightstone as well, by the way, just before I forget.
Yeah, good idea. There is some dead livestock. There is some dead old livestock. There are... spaces. There are giant scorpions in one. There is a number of humans in loincloths, again, bundled together in one.
Alive.
No, they are not. They are thin, huddled together, dead in, or at least passed out
Tap
in
on
each
the
other's
glass with
arms.
a bottle of my rifle.
They do not respond. Notably, though, again, they do not seem to have been possessed, putrefied, what have you. These chambers do seem to have protected them from whatever came through. And then one chamber, it is as though there is more light inside. Daylight has crept into it. The roof above it or around it has cracked, and it is itself full of black dust.
Is there a hole in the roof, or is it just cracked?
It may well be that, there has been, daylight is coming down from above it. Now, the roof is quite high here, and so it must have cracked an awful lot of the ground to be letting daylight through from above. But equally, it is full, more so than the rest of this space, with the swirling black dust that you have seen around the place.
Is there a swirling black dust hovering ceiling? Is there a rock anywhere on the floor?
A rock on the floor?
You know, like as if it came through the ceiling.
Yes,
You see the asteroid.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah, there is, or at least there's detritus in there. It's difficult to see through the glass. You know. You understand that?
Smash the glass. Stupid.
You can smash the glass rather than just opening the door with the handle. There are handles on the doors.
I'll use the hand.
You reach up, you crack it, and the stinking air inside, whooshes out as the seal is broken. I'm going to check something quickly. Who's there? It's just Titus having a look around while everyone else patches Jethro up, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Okay. Sam, the dust pours out and billows and sticks and lines the inside of your nose almost instantly. You feel it biting sharp. It stinks worse than any coal dust you have ever been near, any smoke that you have ever smelled before. It is horrid. And you cough and you splutter. I'm going to check something really quickly. But I think you, Titus, are okay. Yeah, Titus is okay in this case.
Okay.
The chamber clears. The dust around you billows out into this room and settles. And there on the ground is a shard of murky, blackened, shimmering rock, like coal but duller, like iron but burnt. You've seen this before. It has a dull, smoky kind of tech quality to it. Not much. Yeah, enough maybe to stove somebody's head in with. To make a brick for in a wall, perhaps.
I'll take, I don't know, some cloth out of my bag.
Yeah.
And try and pick it up with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is cold to the touch, even through your handkerchief.
Wrap it and put it in my bag.
You have a shard of meteorite now.
I don't know why I just picked it up. I'm so inclined to.
I would like to hack off a chunk of a tusk. So big enough to fashion it into a dagger or something.
What are you using to hack that off?
Good question. I don't know. Can I borrow a longsword off this orc?
Absolutely, you can do that.
Okay, yeah, I'll just do that.
Yeah. And that's not particularly difficult. You can do that.
Okay.
And so again, yeah,
and
a chunk of mammoth tusk.
Maybe a mammoth tooth if I can.
A molar or some kind of incisor that would be used to pluck leaves from a tree.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah. And that is dagger sized.
Oof.
But you can take it from the front teeth.
Okay. So a mammoth tooth. Tooth brackets big. Well, probably not putting that around my neck. Maybe I will. I don't know.
Put a hoe for it, bit of string, put it on the end of your staff.
Could do.
Could do indeed.
That's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, teeth thief.
Yeah. I'll throw another tooth to the teeth thief guy and point at the feet for the others.
Yeah, here. Got it, everybody make me a perception check.
Pretty good. 20.
15.
Any advance on 20?
14.
15, 14, 20. You'll all hear a noise upstairs coming from the observation gallery.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
I've got nothing.
Yeah, Obadiah, Jethro, you have no doubt that it's a single person.
Oh.
Upstairs, you'll recognise,
Somebody's up
somebody
there.
Somebody may be trying to hide. It's hard to say.
Well, let's go see what that's about.
Let's go.
Yep.
Obadiah says.
Yep. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. Peering back through and at the glass doors, the doors set into the thing, you'll realise that directly opposite, directly beneath the box and directly opposite the slope you came down, there is another door with a locking mechanism not unlike the one that you entered the livestock market with. I say not unlike because it is positioned in a way that it will be very difficult to do. It is closed from the opposite side from you. It is hinged from the opposite side from you.
So we can't access the handle.
You cannot see the twist. You can see parts of the locking mechanism and where they are slid into place, but the twisting section that you simply twisted from outside the livestock market is on the opposite side of the door.
I'll go up to the door and I'll say, "Ho there! We've killed it. The building's clear."
The voice comes down. Are you quite sure?
Oh yeah, big dead mammoth out here.
But there are creatures with you. Livestock.
Yes.
Are you quite sure that they are safe?
They are safe with me, and I'll say to them in Orcish, "Don't do anything until he opens the door." Yeah, they are safe.
I'd say, sirs, do you by any chance come from the king?
We're on the kingdom's business.
Why do you ask?
Now listen, I'm in charge around here. You're not in a position to...
What's your name?
I'm Lord Beck.
Ah, Lord Beck. Well, Lord Beck.
Glad to see that you've heard of me. You'll show some respect, won't you?
We have cleared the building, and we're here to get you out of there.
It's very good, very good. Say, if you are King's Ward, you'll have those badges, won't you?
We do.
You see above you a little movement, and a small, scared old man's head appears over the parapet. The voice is much clearer now, coming down. So, well, one of you, show me your badge then, and I shall unlock the door for you.
I will produce my badge.
Are the
Your
walls scalable at all? Can they
These
be
are
climbed if you're a thing that can climb?
they'd be difficult to climb. They are smooth. They are quite slick.
I will produce my badge.
Yeah.
We speak the
He
truth.
peers down it. Very well. I'm coming down now.
Okay.
Beck's head disappears.
I'll say, "Let me speak to him first," in Orcish.
In Orcish?
Yes.
Yeah. You're a clever one. We'll trust you.
For an orc.
But they'll come with you, regardless. Are you positioning yourselves near the door?
I will give it, I'll stand a few feet back.
The door slides. The mechanism pops and crackles. and the hinges open inwards into the chamber in which you stand. There, in mayoral robes, filthed, soiled, looking deeply hungry, stands an old man. His hands shake weakly against the mechanism. But the look of relief upon his face on seeing you is palpable, unmistakable.
Mm.
Oh, by the moon, all of you. By the stars, by the sun, by the river itself. By coin and striking hammers, I am glad to see you all.
There's a cleric in town who has a safe haven.
Hilfer.
Yes.
Oh,
Come here, and I'll escort you to him.
yes, gladly. He trembles, his hands shake, his feet are uneasy as he steps, but he is upright. And he steps onwards.
As he steps towards me, I'm going to whip out my splinter. I'm going to fling it round his legs like a bolus and pull his legs out. Pull his legs out from under him.
Okay. You can make a weapon attack roll, and I'll set that as the DC for his strength save to stay upright.
Okay.
Spoilers: he's not going to make
That'll
it.
be very
but
strong. Oh, it's a 12.
A 12 total. Okay, so we've got a DC 12 strength save.
Yeah.
Let's say this guy's got a -1 strength.
Back, by the way.
So
Okay.
I've just persuaded the guy to come out of his door, and I've used my dart on a rope to whip his legs out from under him.
Instantly lassoed the man.
The moment he hits the deck, I'm gonna jump on top of him and get my face right up to his and say, "What do you mean livestock?"
Oh, unhand me! You are. I am a noble of.
A noble
Of this city. I am the government around here.
You're the government. What do you think the king would say to you selling slaves?
The king. The king's never been out this far bloody west. It's all Beckland. We pay tithe for the sake of peace, but what do we get?
We are the king's justice. You have enslaved my people. Do I see the amulet?
Yeah, around his neck there is a prominent. What color is it again? Sorry. There is a prominent kind of red jewel on a silver chain.
I will take.
It is heavy on his skin. The way that the chain has worn against his skin in a way that suggests he has been wearing it for a long time.
And chuck him in that cell over there.
I know. I'm going to rip the amulet from his neck and say, "Well, King's justice has found you now," and I'm just going to say in Orcish, "He's all yours," and walk away.
Yeah, rad. Okay.
I'm smart.
Taking the amulet from him, he ages almost instantly before you. He didn't look old. He didn't look young to begin with, but what you're dealing with now is a man who is clearly past 100. As your 3 new friends walk past you. And the last thing you hear as you walk off is a wail and a whimper and a squelch.
Cool.
All right. Fashion priest.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to look for here in the livestock market?
I think any like
Maybe we
search him
should
for
go-
gold or valuables, and then
Yeah.
Maybe
if he
go
has
up
any,
onto
I'll
the-
give it to the orcs.
He has a few things. He has quite a bit of gold on him. You find another artificer's key. You will
Oh, take
recognize
that.
these ones. Yeah, this one is numbered. Somebody can note it down.
Yep.
301.
Okay, I'll add that.
Yeah.
Officer 301. Ooh, that's a good room. There's a Ledex spawn in there.
If there's a lot of people, if these guys are dealing in like flesh, then there could be a lot of money around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should check the veranda bit. The
his
the
office.
upstairs.
It's
Definitely.
Yeah,
You're gonna go upstairs?
He'll search the joint.
Yeah.
fun safe.
Raid
Search
the
this
place.
motherfucker high and low.
Absolutely.
Not with that roll, you won't.
Heading
Not that one,
upstairs.
Yeah, -1.
The stairway splits in a way that clearly leads to this viewing gallery, that leads to this space where a person could observe what was being showed off. You'll notice if you head up there at all. No, tell you what. Yeah, yeah. The stairs would go up there and would give you the good view down. Or there is an extra door. The door has been left ajar. It is made of a lavish dark wood with a fairly complex looking lock on the handle.
I smashed the shit out of it.
Well, the door is ajar. The door is open. So
I smashed the door.
regardless, yeah, fine,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
Comes up and kicks
It's
it.
it's his property. I'm smashing it.
yeah, fine, yeah.
While you guys walk in the room, and I'll stay behind and smash the door to pieces with his.
Jethro gains a level in barbarian.
A D12 hit dice would be nice.
Do you know what? I've seen cases to suggest that monks should just get a D12 for hit dice because
Well, that's part of those. I don't know what they call them, the beta notes or whatever. They're increasing the hit dice by 2 for each level.
Yeah. Really? Yeah. Okay. Well, I know the martial arts.
The martial arts. That's what I meant. No, yeah. Sorry, the martial arts dice. I mean, a D12 for hit dice.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen that suggested.
I think a D10 would be nice, but like a D12, bit extreme.
Because of the comparison with doesn't matter.
Because a barbarian, barbarian deals so much damage, but I won't get so many attacks.
Yeah.
D10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
carry on.
Fuck you. You're stuck with the D8.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. The office space which you step into is opulent. It is well decorated. It has paintings on the walls, vases and small sculptures. As the house was itself. The family colours which you have observed, the rich green and gold, are about the place. The remains of flowers in those colours can be seen in a vase or two, in ribbons. There is a ledger upon the desk and an open drawer. One corner, again, similarly, smells somewhat worse, and you will find that this is where this man has been doing his shits.
I'm going to take the whole ledger.
The whole ledger? Yeah,
Could
absolutely.
be interesting blackmail in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If there's anyone left in the Beck family.
And there is... so there's been... maybe a history check, Jeffrey.
Yeah. Oh, -1, 16.
Mine 16 total. There was a reference to a son. Kilfer made a reference to a son. Specifically, Obadiah asked if Mr. Beck, Mayor Beck, Lord Beck, was a military man, a dangerous man. Kilfer remarked that he was not, unlike his son.
Oh, yeah.
Whose first name I have myself forgotten and will need to watch your video. I've got it written down, I just don't have that particular page of my notes open.
Yeah.
Sure. Also, around this room, so in terms of gold, let's roll out the gold, why not? Yeah, let's go 1,300 gold pieces.
Sheesh.
This place is well established. As Obadiah suggested, this is where, every trade made, there is a share being claimed.
Divided by 4, that's 325. So I'm going to give... I'm going to give 100 gold each to these orcs.
Hey, that's a lot. Wait, you took that off him?
Yep.
Oh, goodness me. Hey.
Oh, I've been noting this down as party money, by the way. I've just been adding up everything that's been given us.
Like I said,
Yeah.
I've minus 300 off it.
Yeah, give that to those guys. Take that. Get out of here. Find yourself a new life. You ever thought of being soldiers?
Soldiers. Well, we're the shiny ones, eh?
Yeah. You are in a
Where
fight.
would we... They'll switch back to Orcish. It's just yourself speaking to them.
So
where would we go if we want? Where would we go if we wanted to be soldiers?
There's a man called Irahash at the town of... He's recruiting. I think it was Lurston. No.
He's Lurston, exactly right. Yeah, absolutely.
He could probably use some strong lads in his employ if you feel like it. Just mention us, mention my name. He might be able to help you out. If you're looking to be soldiers, he was I forget. Long
chin cutter.
Chin cutter.
Yeah.
Chin cutter? Well, let's say that to them, see if they recognize it.
And there's a nod and a kind of sniff, slight grunt of recognition.
Hey, anyway, at least we know him and his people. He's in the army, so we know that they've got no problem with us. Those people, unlike this bastard.
Indeed.
But, it's your choice. You can do what you like.
Yeah. Orcs in the army. Good chance to fight, lads. Good chance for some war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fill up those necklaces again.
They nod. They grunt. They thank you. They wish you well and luck in the future.
Well, better than becoming bandits and having us hunt you down, isn't it, really?
And there's a laugh on hearing that.
I would like to talk to the Teeth Thief one again.
Beyond this, looking around upstairs, Obadiah. Give me a minute, I've got this. Sorry, I keep flicking between different bits of the notebook, and that isn't in this notebook, right? Dead's fucking masterful planning. It's gone alright and smoothly up to this point, and then... Here we are.
Also, does this place have a food store that we could potentially raid and bring some shit back to the chapel?
So there was quite a bit of food and kind of evidence of a kitchen in the last chamber with all the smashed up tables.
Yeah.
So you could have a good look around there, see what you could find, see what had been kept up.
I'll do that as we leave then.
Yeah, absolutely. Hmm. Yeah. The drinks cabinet in Beck's office has been raided and drained.
Okay.
But there are a couple of bottles in there that have not been touched. They have a pinkish, reddish liquid inside.
Ooh.
Doesn't take a second to work out these are themselves superior healing potions.
Oh.
This is a man who clearly values his
Very
health.
valuable.
Well, we'll definitely be having them.
How many of them is there?
There's 2.
Sup. Heal. Cool. I'm going to make a case to take one of those.
Yeah, no, I think you should take both of them, to be honest.
I wouldn't mind holding on to one just in case.
Yeah, you are an awful squishy.
How bad are you still for health?
I'm 120. I'm all right. We can get. I'm short rested something out at some point. But yeah.
I can hit you with a Cure Wounds level 1 as well, which is 1d8 plus 4.
If you're feeling generous.
Jed, I'm just going to cast Detect Magic while I'm in the
9.
room.
Yep.
Have a
Cheers, bro.
last look around.
Have a little last look around. Yeah, absolutely. Give us a second. You'll find in the desk, peering out, a bottle of inks, a set of inks, and some needles. And you realise that what you have here may well be the means to apply magical tattoos. You'd need to find designs because there's no such thing. Because because there's nothing like that here. But certainly, here are some magical tattooing inks.
So you get your wish
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'll go into the bag of holding as well.
That's a good find there.
Actually, yeah. I stick that mammoth tooth in the bag of holding, or this bit of mammoth tusk, just because.
The tusk, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's everything that really pops out to you there, Obadiah.
Okay.
In terms of this place, there are parts.
This guy doesn't have any star charts or any other.
He does not have. He doesn't have a
unusual
star
interests.
chart, and he doesn't have a star chart in this office.
Maybe
Doesn't seem to be
yeah, okay.
interested in much
Maybe-
other than gold and his own longevity so far.
Maybe you should have a look at this. I'll show Obadiah the amulet.
Oh, yes.
See
Yeah.
what you can make of it.
Well, assuming I've still got Detect Magic running, I'll take a look at the amulet anyway with an Arcana check.
Yeah, clearly an amulet of health. You can give me the Arcana check.
Does the dude have any other books around as well, other than the ledger?
Not great. 7, 12, 11.
No books in
I'll
this
give-
office,
yeah.
I'm afraid.
I'll give Gav inspiration. If you want to re-roll that. Or not. Might not be very important, but I have
Might
it.
not be.
Might as well use it. There you go.
17 plus 7. 24. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is actually, so if you are looking up Amulet of Health, this is going to combine a couple of things actually. So the Amulet of Health
I'm
has
not, and I don't know what an Amulet of Health does, sorry.
normally an Amulet of Health has a specific effect. I'm going to have a couple of things. So while this is, you can see that this will have a strong and invigorating effect upon the body. What was your total there? A 19?
No, 24.
24, sorry, right, okay, and then you've got your Detect Magic still up and running. I'll tell you kind of, so clearly it will protect the body from any disease, any infection, the ill effects of old age. And then beyond that, the Amulet of Health specifically, while worn, the wearer's constitution is 19.
Sheesh.
Obviously, if your
Nice.
con score is already 19 or higher, then it doesn't go up. But
Too high than mine.
What I'll do is just to confirm all that later on, if I have a spell slot free, maybe tonight or maybe tomorrow, I'll cast an identify on it.
Yeah,
As a ritual
you
later
can
on.
ritual cast that, yeah, later on. But yeah,
Very interesting. I suppose it does have a healing property, so maybe what the cleric's saying was true. I wonder what he plans to do with it, though. It would be a boon in a dangerous line of work like ours.
If it can solve this problem, though, that's probably we should probably give it to the man.
Well, I mean, what's he doing with it?
Don't know.
Cleanse the dead? Why not just burn them?
It might be too many. It's like a right stink.
There's never too many to burn. Just
The
stack
more
'em
there is,
higher.
the easier it is to burn.
This thing renders somebody immune to disease and infections. It should make them healthy, and it'll keep them alive a lot longer. Imagine what that's worth to a dying man.
Or a man scared of death.
And imagine what that could be worth to one of us while we're trying to defeat this great evil. If this is just to cleanse some ash, then I don't. If it's to raise people from the dead, obviously, then I say we give it to him.
Well, we just have to have him show us what he wants to do with it then, won't we? If you're that concerned. And you really want to keep it that badly.
Well, yeah. No, I think we'll end up giving it to him anyway, but... Oh, just to say, Jethro, while I wholeheartedly support your second-hand murder of this degenerate scum, should something like that come up again and say he's not a slaver, he's done something that technically he could get away with in the courts, it might be best that we chain him, gag him, and bring him to the capital city. Not obviously in this case, but just because he's nobility, it does mean...
I think lynching people for things isn't necessarily the thing we should be doing.
I think...
But see, the problem is, because they're nobility, there's a small, tiny chance that that guy's the king's cousin. And he could be his favourite cousin. So that's all I'm saying.
He's in a town with like 500 dead people already.
Oh, I completely agree. I was going to do the same by my own hand, not even by the orcs. But that's just because I figure he's a country bumpkin noble.
Yeah.
But like on the other hand, we don't know who's connected to who until maybe we find some sort of who's who of Lurich County, and I start to get to studying.
Until we fuck around and find out.
Yeah. Well,
we can see who's next in line.
But well, no one's going to really know, is it?
Your words make sense.
Maybe burn the corpse to
No, I'd say if anything, leave the corpse.
Well, looking butchered.
Yeah, butchered not by our hands.
Yeah. Well enough.
I mean, all they have to do is ask us under the guise of certain magics, and we'll tell them the truth. So,
We didn't kill him.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with burning a corpse once it's dead. Make sure it doesn't come back.
Oh, a burnt corpse can come back.
Well, that may be.
Let's get out of here.
Yep. I think we should burn this place to the ground as well. After looting everything we can.
I don't know about that.
Now, if this was a proper, or once was a proper house of an artificer, there could be underground areas, or
Yeah, very true.
yeah, this whole town still stinks of undead. Let's go back to the temple.
Yeah.
Compare.
That's the plan. Just head on back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The stink of death, the stench of blood and putrescence of this ever-present rotting black dust pervades the livestock market as you trudge back through.
Could I collect a little bit of it?
Of the black dust.
Yeah, I'm sure I have a vial or a little handkerchief or something.
While you were out, Titus found a cell absolutely full of the stuff, still dancing in the light, still floating around. If you want to go over and have a look at it, that's fine.
Yes, I probably will, especially if it's dancing in a weird, unnatural way.
Well, it was. There was a hole in the roof. Titus recovered a shard of meteorite, he supposes.
I don't think anybody saw it, though. Maybe you did, I don't know. I have it.
Oh, I was probably doing whatever else.
But certainly this sandpit arena or showground or market hall has a large stain of horrible black dust. As you lean down to scoop up a mote, you catch a bit, you flick it, you agitate it slightly, and it flicks to your skin, to your nose. It is sharp, acrid, vile, horrid, burning, catches you almost instantly. Obadiah, I will invite you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ah, my specialty.
Yeah.
Five.
You begin to cough. Those of you who are watching will see Obadiah's legs give out from under him. His eyes start to bulge, redden. Gav, is there anything you would like to do?
Give me the amulet!
I will put the amulet around Gav's neck.
Around Obadiah's neck.
Yeah.
And as the silver of the chain touches your skin, the red gem begins to glow softly. And the pain persists, but your breathing normalizes. And so it's just a stinging in the airways. And it is soon gone.
And if I take off the amulet?
It hurts a little, but you're okay.
Oh, good.
Oh, thank God for that. Bloody hell. Okay, that shit's dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to Kilford. Let's see what he wants to do with this thing.
All right.
But I think maybe we should ask him about this place first. Can't believe it went on right underneath his nose and he didn't do anything about it.
Probably not like you could do against the Lord, is there? Really? You're only a cleric.
Yeah, but he's meant to be a righteous man. Couldn't see myself being able to sit there day in, day out knowing this was going on. He has laws to obey, just as Beck did.
And maybe that's why he sent us to get some justice.
Well, he didn't strike me like a coward either. But
No,
maybe we'll ask him.
but you think if he come out and slayed the Lord, what would happen to him?
What'll happen to us? Anyway, good thing we didn't do it.
Probably not a lot, as we seem to have stopped the majority of a massive zombie fucking horde.
Well, we do have that going for us. All right, well, Jethro, if you want to lead the way.
Aye. Sure.
Daylight that had poured down upon the market, that had poured down upon the town of Ansil, persists, and you emerge blinking into the late morning sun on the southern side of the river. The creeping, wandering, shambling corpses that had populated the streets do not trouble you as you make your way back towards the Temple of the Midday Sun in the center square of Ansil. And Kilfer there is ready to greet you, as are his guests. As are the hobgoblin and the 3 goblins who had taken up residence in the corner of the temple. They start and look your way as you enter, perhaps unbelieving at your success. But you have made it back. Kulfa expresses a solemn pleasure at seeing you again. Gladness, indeed.
Well, it's good to see you too.
Do you have what I asked for?
We do.
Did you just know what that place was doing?
Something of the way you say that suggests to me that I did not.
Why did you let it stand? What would your god think of that?
The sunlight comes down and sees all. It gives life where life may grow. It burns that which is too dry, too rigid. It is gentle and it is harsh alike. I have had to temper myself a number of times in dealing with our Lord Beck. I have had to stay my hammer for the sake of peace, but I note that our Lord is not with you,
He is
and
no
so I
longer.
might assume he is no longer at all.
He is no longer with anyone. What do you think?
There was some captives in the hole there that couldn't contain themselves.
Captives?
There was other
Slaves.
survivors and animals in there.
Did we get the orcs to come with us to the chapel, or let them fucking
No,
just
they
run
fucked
up?
off.
I told him to. I told him to get the fuck out of this town. Would be nice to.
Give me anyone that wants to can give me an insight check.
Oh yeah. Well, 10.
You have advantage on your insights, don't you, Vic?
I have +4 on it, so
What's
I'm
the
at
D4?
7.
you.
I'm 7 anyway. +4 to that's 11. That's 15.
Add the D4 as well.
Yeah, I did that.
Oh, it's a D4. Sorry, not advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, 15 total.
Oh wait, I got to roll a D4.
23.
No, it would be The 4, yeah, plus thingy, so it'll be 15 total.
15 total, yeah.
Yeah.
Offa doesn't really seem to know what you're talking about here.
He was keeping and selling slaves.
And the word there furrows his brow, and then surprise takes over his face.
He referred to them
This
as
priest.
livestock.
I have never been to the place. Now I see why the Lord Beck was always so eager to come to me to do business. I was not keen to be forbidden, and yet from that place I did not feel it was a great loss.
No.
Right then,
No.
Kilfer. Tell me what you plan to do with this amulet. Or what will it do for you?
With it, we may heal the sick. We may put a rosy tint upon the light. And we may purge the sickness that has been visited upon this town. Yet one other sickness that has been visited upon this town.
What sickness is that then? Surely the comet is sickness enough for one day.
So you speak, and you speak well. Any that walk yet shall now step true. Did you give him the amulet?
No, not yet.
Not yet. And so he points to you. He says, come here. Place it within the spot of light. Caitlin is still lying upon the altar where you left her, and he lifts her now. Takes her to a pew. A bed spot. Near where you slept. Her corpse. And lays it down. It has not tarnished. It has not rotten.
Bringing her back is unnatural. I hope that's not what you're planning to do.
No, no. Merely those blighted by the wretched smoke that they breathed. Those who are...
Are you saying the smoke turned them into the creatures?
I saw it through the windows here. The dust, the smoke came and filled their lungs, and when they ceased to breathe, they did not cease to walk. With this red
You got
light
lucky, then.
that you have brought, I shall return air to their lungs.
Okay, I think I'll hand it over to him. Or I will go slowly towards handing it over to him unless anyone says anything.
I will say there's lots of dust laying around still. It seems dangerous. Will this do anything to that? Will it cleanse it?
I cannot say. I have not seen it.
Very well.
Have you touched them yourselves?
I think I inhaled some by accident.
Yeah, I had to put the amulet on him.
Really? Well, you are yourself made well, but do not think yourself immune. I cannot say well enough how it works.
All right, hand the amulet over to him.
Hand the amulet over. And he places it on the spot of focused sunlight in the center of the altar. And the glowing, bright, hot whiteness of the room pinks a little. And the pink shoots upwards again, and Kilfa is humming a hymnal tune, just mumbling to himself. His lips are barely moving, and yet the weight of his voice fills the air. And looking out through the glass windows, you see the pink light beam across the sky. And the crystal cracks.
Oof.
And crumbles there upon the altar. And the humming ceases. It finishes. And Kilfa says, "There, I can do this no more. But see, not all the light is extinguished." And he brushes apart 4 decently sized shards. A little spirit remains within these. Should you come across any more of my flock, any more blighted so, give this to them,
You mean it didn't work?
I'll pick him up and hand one shard to each of us.
Yeah, 1 shard each. Yeah, so you've got shards of health.
Ugh, everything about it today has been caps on it. I'm not bothered to change it.
Okay, and I think before we end the session there, we can level you guys up.
Whoa.
Very cool. I'm not going to take the mobile feat. I am going to take the ability skill improve.
Okay.
I'm going to roll a d6 for my hit points.
Yeah.
D8 right there. Big money. Oh, 6. Nice.
6. Well, roll of a 4 plus 2.
Sam, you still with us?
Yep.
Yeah.
About.
Yeah, brilliant. Vic, you've got that. Have you thought through your level up?
So I roll 1d8 down for my hit points.
And add your constitution. D&D Beyond will add the constitution modifier automatically, yeah. But if you're doing it on that, yeah. Sorry, Sam, I interrupted you there.
Well, I'll do it all.
Yeah, you know what you're doing. Yeah.
Sorry, no.
20 dexterity.
Astounding.
20 AC. Hey!
75 hit point.
Fucking
Yay.
hell. I just broke 50 and I feel pretty good about that. If I'd have equipped the Amulet of Health, I would have 67 hit points before leveling up.
Yeah.
I had a look at that. Oof. So I don't need Constitution, it's for pussies.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Good stuff. That was great.
Yeah. Well done, fellas.
We had
Okay.
we had more than one fight and conversation and story.
Yeah. Yeah. Well done, lads. I think keep yourselves as you are, but you can decide whether you want to have a short rest or anything like that. What we will do, is should we plan to play at Sam's house next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be getting, I'll be packing. Well, I'll just be really excited on Thursday.
Yeah.
Packing my shit.
Yeah, we probably won't play next Thursday.
Yeah.
So whether that'll be then Friday evening or Saturday, that sounds
Awesome.
perfectly reasonable to me.
Why stop?
I know. Just play all fucking night.
Yeah, just fuck Airsoft. Just
Right.
play D&D. It's 3 days.
Fine.
Crafty and his mate can just sit there.
When it hits 8 key points, it just goes to a plus and minus button and a number instead of having boxes.
Great.
That's right.
Right, I'm going to sleep.
Good stuff.